Hi everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage and Marvelous Monday. I'm Leslie Watkins. So is it rainy where you are? Because it seems like it's been raining here for a month and the ground is so saturated and it's just mosquitoes are starting to come out. But we've had a lot of activity going on here with the baby chicks. So on Friday I had some new babies hatch out and I thought it would be a good excuse to get out the Hey Birthday Chick stamp set and make a simple card. And at the end of the video we're going to have a special guest, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. So let me show you what I have. This is the Hey Birthday Chick stamp set, and it also comes with some dies. So here are 11 dies. These are the Birthday Chick dies. So you've got one for each of the characters on the cover here, and you also have this kind of a birthday banner, a little fence, a feed sack, and the words Happy Birthday that you can cut out. Now this bundle coordinates with the old Hey Chick bundle, which was available back in 2017, and it was a really big hit, and I obviously loved it. And this one had some dies recently released. They are no longer available. You may be able to get them on eBay or something, or one of the used or retired stamp set Facebook pages. But this die set had some really nice things. It's got a stalk of corn with the husks and the ears. It's got a coop. It's got this wonderful chicken wire fence that cuts out an intricate design, a little signpost, a tree trunk, and again, the main characters. And I'm just showing you this to let you know that if you do have this set, I am going to be announcing the Creative Coop Challenge this week, and you're welcome to use any or all of these components. And if you're interested in learning more about that, if you'd like to get an invitation to participate, please go to my website at dandelioncottagedesign.com and subscribe to notes. And I will also, after the video, post all that information below. So, but for now, I'm just going to keep it simple because I want to show you some of the things that you can do with the type. And let me just find, oh, here it is. Okay, I have here a package of the foam adhesive sheets, and I'm going to use a little piece of one of these sheets to show you how you can use it to make the type of Happy Birthday be raised up, which is a nice thing to do. So I'm just taking the die that says Happy Birthday and making sure that I have a section that's big enough to accommodate the letters. I'm just going to snip that off. And this foam adhesive sheet has sticky on both sides, and it has this backing paper to release it. So you don't want to release the whole thing at once. You want to do this in stages. So I have a piece of real red cardstock, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel off one side of the backing strip, line that up with my cardstock, okay, and I can snip away the excess, make it a little bit easier to see what I'm doing here. And so now there's my red cardstock. Got a little bit of glue on there. Let me just remove that. Just using scraps here. There we go. If you don't have a glue eraser, these things are wonderful. They're very inexpensive. You can get them on Amazon. And this is all extra And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my happy birthday die and I'm going to run it through my cut and emboss machine, which I have right here. So I'm just going to put that in my sandwich. I'm going to run this through a couple of times because it is a little intricate and we're going through this added thickness of the adhesive foam paper. So I want to make sure I get all of those little pieces cut out. And then I'm just going, for now, I'm going to keep my finger over the backing so that doesn't pull away. I'm just going to pull the outer piece off. And I'm just kind of gently tugging out and away from the letters. Being careful not to pull too hard. Okay, so there's that we don't need. And then I have my piercing tool here, and what I can do is I can just go into these shapes in between the letters and pull the excess away. Now this may take a couple of minutes because some of these shapes, like inside of the A's and the B and so forth, have these little tiny shapes to pull out. So for that, I think it's really useful to use one of these reverse tweezers. This is from EK Tools. This is also available on Amazon, and it has these very sharp, pointy little tips that allow you to get into all of those pieces. So I've already done that, and I have one to go, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so there are my words, happy birthday, and you notice that the foam adhesive has a white core. So what I want to do, I want to try something. I have a dark real red marker here, and I just want to see if I can go around the outer edge and tone that down a little. Yeah, okay, so that works great. I'm just going to quickly do that. Maybe not so quickly. But it does work very well. And I'm using the broad tip. So the blender pen has a writing tip, and then it's got a kind of a foam brush tip, and that's the one that I'm using for this. I'm just kind of using the side of it, just rubbing it gently so I don't damage my tip. But I think you can see, whoops, there you go. You see that works pretty well. There we go. I'm not going to worry about the inner ones so much. I'll just get the big ones. Alright, so that's ready to go. And I'm just going to make a very simple card, show you how easy it is to make a card. I have my trimmer, and I have a piece of this is the basic white thick cardstock, so I'm just going to score that down the center lengthwise. This is at 4 1/4, and then cut that in half at 5 1/2, and there's my standard size card ready to go. And I can use my bone folder to make sure that I have a nice crisp fold here. And as I said, it's been raining a lot, so there's a lot of moisture in the air here today. Okay, and then I also have some real red that I want to use as a border. So this piece I'm just going to trim down to 4 by 5 1/4. And while I have the trimmer out, I'm also going to take out a scrap of the regular basic white, and I'm going to trim this down to 3. Make sure this is big enough. Okay, a little. I'm going to use it. I'm just going to make this 1/16 of an inch shy, so I can use up this scrap. So there's my 5, and there. So that's going to be the front of my card. And I'll go ahead and get this assembled. Okay, and so next I just want to get to my stamping. I just want to make sure that that's straight on there. Okay. So here's our cast of characters, and I want to use this hen with the balloon as my main character. And I'm going to use Sahara sand to stamp with. Okay, make sure you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. And then I'm going to grab this little chick with the birthday hat, just keeping it simple here. And my sentiment's going to go something like that. But before I paste that down, I'm just going to do a little bit of coloring. So I have my, I'm going to use the pointy tip of my Real Red, and I'm just going to color in the mother chick's comb like that, and I'll do the birthday hat, and I'll do a little bit of coloring on the balloon. There we go. And And I also have some of the Daffodil Delight, so I'm going to use the dark Daffodil Delight for the feet. Beak. And now taking my sentiment, I'm just removing that backing paper to release the foam, and I see a little piece of, where'd my tweezer go? There it is. See a little bit of piece of paper I want to remove. I don't know what I would do without these tweezers sometimes. There's another little piece. There we go. Actually, I'm just going to put this aside for a minute, because before I stick that down, I think I should glue my picture onto my card. Which has now gone missing. How does this happen every time? I haven't moved, and there it is, underneath something as usual. All right. There we go. Just want to make sure that this is even here. Okay, now my sentiment. I think I'll put this at an angle. There we go. So there's my very simple, cute card with the raised lettering for happy birthday. And you can see that all of the edges are matching now. And it's, it's pretty high. It's about a 1/16 of an inch at least, maybe closer to an 1/8 of an inch. So it has a very nice feel to it. And of course, all of these colors match perfectly. The cardstock, the real red marker, and just make it look very coordinated. Now, I promised you that we would have a guest here today. So let me clear the surface here. And I will introduce you to the recipient of the birthday card. And here's the new little guy. Okay. And let me get Mommy. And here's Mommy. Okay. Got a little bit of a mess here. There we go. So there's one of the newest members of the flock here at Dandelion Cottage. So I'll give you a little close-up. There he is. So thank you for joining us today. I hope you had fun meeting this cute little guy. And I will see you again on Wednesday for Watercolor Wednesday. Stay well, stay happy, and stay creative. And I'll see you next time.